Good evening. I have with me Prerna Mehrotra, CEO Media APAC and Chief Client Officer dentsu International. Welcome, Prerna.
Thank you for having me. It's very good to see you.
Prerna, how would you assess the year gone by for dentsu Media in the APAC region in terms of growth, in terms of client additions, etc.?
Uh, I would say the overall year has been pretty good for us. We're sitting in June, and as a team, as a collective team across Asia Pacific, we've had some great wins, both at a regional and a local level. I would say there is a bit of the tech sector has caused a bit of slowdown on some of our key clients as we manage a lot of global tech businesses in the region. But overall, I would say the year has been pretty positive. We've had some interesting wins. We won the Food Panda business. It's a food app which we're really proud of. It's a multi-market assignment. Southeast Asia was the key market. We were actually the incumbent in Taiwan, and we expanded the relationship beyond Taiwan. So Southeast Asia, Hong Kong, Philippines were the markets that got added in as a part of that assignment. We will also be shortly announcing a big win in Philippines. I hope it comes out next week, so I won't give the names out, but really excited to have that client on board. Um, and in addition to that, we've also had a lot of local clients that have become a part of the Dentsu family. We've also won the Tata AIA business in India. Our India team has done an exceptional job in adding a lot of new logos. So Berger Paints was a recent win that we've had in the India market as well. So yeah, some great momentum in 2023 so far.
In addition to being the CEO Media APAC, you also don the hat of Chief Client Officer. This was a newly created role, specially created for you. What would you say are the top three things on your agenda when it comes to delivering an elevated client experience?
Um, I guess when I joined Dentsu 7 years ago, we had the ambition of always making sure that we created an organization design within Dentsu that is aligned to our clients. And the whole intent of creating that design was to drive client centricity and to support our connected capabilities. So in my new role, the top three things that I want to focus on is make sure that we are becoming the trusted advisors for our clients and the partners that enable them to drive growth. And we believe that growth will be driven through innovation and integration, and that's the first priority for us. What we also want to do is enable them to have a frictionless experience across all of our capabilities and the required capabilities that they would require to drive the growth that they need in the categories that they operate in. And finally, the third one, and which is the one that I'm very passionate about, is the fact that I want to create a community of strong client leaders that are empowered and are really able to deliver agility and accountability on this business and the client's business.
But what is the challenging in balancing the dual role? Because driving innovation, relevant content, and creativity within the agency, and also delivering on the client expectation, which is always a challenge.
So I think what's interesting for me is that I've been a media girl my whole life. I started my career in media, and interestingly enough, Dentsu's biggest business is media, and it's the largest for us globally as a service line. And with that, this role is more of an extension of what I'm going to do, but now I'm going to do it at a broader Dentsu level. So I would say it gives me the opportunity to extend the expertise that I had delivered running the media business for the last 28 months now to creating this client organization. In terms of challenges, I would say that, we're seeing a lot of short termism, when we engage with clients. So what we want to start to strive and drive is how do we get our clients to start to focus on the near, but also to start looking at what's next. And that's where we want to spend the time. So working with them and creating innovation roadmaps, working with them and really identifying who is going to be the next category of consumers that are going to drive the required growth from them. So a lot of the focus is going to be around driving the next. So the challenge, I guess, is how do you strike a balance between what you need to deliver today as a business and the long-term vision that we want to create with them for their categories and
So you're
brands.
basically looking not just to deliver the client expectations of today, but you're also looking to make Dentsu and your client future ready.
Absolutely. And I think there is a very beautiful line that that Dentsu Japan has been using for years. It's called Igio, and it's an individual that has a business producer mindset. So the whole intent of this client-centric organization is to ensure that we all act as Igios, as trusted partners, and as an extension of their marketing team that supports them to become ready for the future.
But the client right now, they also, they have a pressure to get the maximum reach for every buck spent. Does innovation, creativity, get diluted when the focus is so much on ROI and the margins are shrinking and the budget is limited?
Um, I would say that clearly, with the economic situation that we are in, and the slowdowns in categories that you've seen over the last few years, um, ROI is a hot topic. I wouldn't deny that, and every client wants to work with a partner that enables them to give them the maximum bang for the buck. But there's some interesting work we had done in analytics. It was a quantitative and a qualitative research that we did a few years ago, where we were trying to come up with the drivers, 10 drivers of what it takes you to build brand growth or drive brand growth, and the idea was to articulate the impact they're likely to have on brand growth. And the number two, the second that topped the list was creativity. So creativity, in my view, is one of the key drivers of brand growth for all the clients that we work with, you know, at, at Dentsu and based on this research. So the whole intent is that how do you strike a balance between delivering the ROI, but also supporting the clients on constantly innovating and being creative about the use of media and being creative about the use of platforms so that we can actually drive, I would say, more attentive reach. Because in today's day and age, it's very, very difficult to get the attention of the audience, that we are targeting. So therefore, I would say, creating that seamless experience and really driving creative experiences which are omni-channel would enable us to not just deliver on ROI but also deliver business growth for our
So,
clients.
what are some learnings if you can share from this, omni-channel seamless consumer experience? Is if you could share some examples about that, or any brand we worked, which which the way the campaign worked very well.
So I think I wouldn't say it's one single campaign for a particular client. I think we have, you know, started to work a lot more closer with creative agencies in the last, and it within Dentsu and even outside. Be the partner who is able to put media at the forefront of what we do. Because what we've realized and what we know of is that people live their lives through media. That's what we're doing here today. The amount of time in a person's day in the life, 2/3 of your time is spent in media, doing various things, and mobile's really got us very closely connected as a group, right? We're constantly at it. So what we've started to do is with a lot of our clients is putting media at the forefront of everything we do, and work with them on briefs, and have a seat on the table right at the onset when creative briefs are shared. So there's been a lot of work on the ways of engagements and the processes that we have used to work with clients on big launches, to work with clients on sustaining campaigns, so that it's a joint effort between creative and media, to really deliver this experience to the consumer.
So now creative and media cannot exist in silo. It's a collaboration that is the way ahead.
Yes, that's absolutely right. And I think there is a concept of horizontal creativity that we talk a lot about at Dentsu. And horizontal creativity is all about connections, and how do you move away from just being a paid media partner to a partner that is truly able to deliver customer lifetime value for our clients. So it's all about linking the dots between paid, owned, and earned, but more importantly, making sure that creative, media, and CRM work hand in hand in really helping our clients to win, keep, and grow their best customers.